I'll be setting up. I'll be coming around the mountain. Got it. Close that.
Set up my comments and stuff real quick.
They're all gonna be like, man, look at that. Look at that. That shirt.
I'll just go change.
Hello. Sorry, I'm currently doing the admin stuff. You know, just trying to get the admin stuff all set up. Just trying to get the admin stuff all no. We got the pinned comments. We got what up, Will? What's happening? Is what I like to call it. I like to call it what happened. Yo, Cheesy Chance. The Heroes Journal was the first journal I completed. Wow. That's amazing. Thank you so much for saying that just now. One of the reasons we created the Heroes Journal was because we felt like it was worth completing. So that's pretty cool that it was the first journal that you ever completed.
Someone completed a Heroes Journal for the first time?
They didn't say it was the first. They didn't say it was their first time completing a Heroes Journal. They said it was the first time completing a journal.
No way.
That's what Cheesy Chance said.
Wow. Cheesy Chance?
Cheesy Chance.
Cheesy Chance just like me, for real. Because, yeah, that's exactly why we created the Heroes Journal. We couldn't finish any other journals. They were all too boring. So we abandoned them. Where is this live stream? Because I can't even find the window.
Can't find it? I got them all popped up.
Oh, here.
By the way, Bridget got out of work early today. Gets to spend some time with us. So,
you're
Bridget.
Bridget.
Oh, Bridget, you're too good to us.
That's so nice.
It's like
go ahead.
No, you.
No. All right, I'll go. Bridget, I feel like I never get to see you anymore. And it's good to know that you're still kicking.
Yeah. So last week, did we talk about the fruit thing last week? Because I've been thinking about this still.
Jog my memory.
The greatest fruit of all time.
I don't know if we talked about this in the live stream. I mean, we did.
Because there's other things that I want to hear your opinion on.
I mean, we did. Oh, sorry. Okay. What are those?
Jennifer, it has been a long time. Welcome back. So the first thing I want to hear your opinion on is what is the GOAT of medium speedy pizza? So I'm not talking like Zeke's, I'm not talking like high-end pizza, and I'm not talking like Little Caesars. Like I'm talking like medium speed.
So like Mod Pizza.
Mod Pizza, I feel like Mod Pizza is actually in the same range as like a Chipotle and a Subway.
Fast casual.
Whereas like a Papa John's wouldn't be very much like a Mod Pizza, you know?
Okay. So give me examples.
Papa John's, Domino's, Pizza Hut, Garlic Jim's for those.
Little Caesars count?
I think Little Caesars is a little bit too pre-made.
So are you talking about just delivery pizza?
I'm talking about like that rung of pizza quality. There's probably 4 big ones.
I feel like I can't get a grip on your bracket here. There's kind of an inconsistent criteria.
What do you mean?
I think you gotta, I don't know. I keep throwing out examples. You're like, no, it's more like this. But then you don't give a concrete example.
I give you 4. Papa John's, Domino's, Pizza Hut, Garlic Jim's. Those are 4 examples.
Okay, there's
I think
so
Garlic Jim's out of business though. So
I was gonna say, like, those aren't even comparable. Garlic Jim's is like a no one here. I'm sure no one here knows what Garlic Jim's is because they're a super small local chain close to where Kyle and I grew up. But you can't compare that to Papa John's or Pizza Hut. That's insane. They're not even the same. Not even close to the same thing.
similar business model though.
Well, sure, but then you'd have to take into consideration every single local pizza chain as well.
Yeah. No, you're right. It was a bad decision. That being said, the Garlic Gyms in Kirkland went out of business and it became a Domino's. So they're close enough. You know what I mean? If you can use the same space almost interchangeably, you're pretty close.
Yeah. Let's define the terms of this. I got this
You can
question.
go away from the pizza one maybe is hard just because there's not very many people. There's not that many big pizza chains.
I will just say this, maybe to satiate your question. I think Little Caesars is the best chain pizza option.
Really?
I think they're the GOAT. I'm not saying they have the best pizza. They have the best business model.
Okay.
They have the best marketing. And I think their pizza is the most affordable for what you're getting. It is a beautiful business. And I'm a massive fan of Little Caesars.
That's fair.
I think you're a professor. I think you should bring up Little Caesars in your class.
It's a case study of sorts.
It's a great case study.
Yeah. Hey,
So
name the city that I am in right now.
they what?
Can you name this beautiful city that I'm in right now?
That's the Golden Gate Bridge, right?
I don't know.
Is it in San Francisco?
This is Albuquerque, New Mexico.
That's the Silver Gate Bridge.
People talk about how landlocked Albuquerque is, but they don't realize that there is a massive.
Well, yeah. It's like that would be like like the red-tailed hawk. You know the red-tailed hawk, right?
I don't know the red-tailed hawk.
Well, you do. So you know the sound that an eagle makes?
Yeah.
That's not the sound an eagle makes. That's the sound of a red-tailed hawk.
That's fair.
For some reason, like eagles don't really make cool sounds. So they took an actually cool sounding bird and they absolutely just used it for an eagle. Kind of genius.
That's branding. Chelsea, we missed you too. We got a lot of people coming back today. We got a lot of familiar faces.
Yeah, maybe March. March is bringing out the classics here.
Some would say that the classics are marching home.
Yeah. Christy said they just screech a lot. I'm assuming she's talking about us, but she could also be talking about the Eagles.
And by the way, you were correct. This is the Golden Gate Bridge, and this is San Francisco. This is not Albuquerque, New Mexico. Have you ever been on the Golden Gate Bridge? Have you ever set foot atop the Golden Gate Bridge?
I feel like I've gone across it, but I think I was on some version of a field trip. I think I was on a big bus with a bunch of people, and it was kind of like hard to really tell what was going on. I think.
Yeah, no, that's not a lot of people are blessed like I'm blessed. I've spent a lot of time on this bridge.
Have you?
I've run across it.
That's pretty cool. How far is it?
I think it's like a little under a mile, might be over a mile.
Wow. I feel like it would be longer.
How long is the Golden Gate Bridge? 1.7 miles.
There you go.
Yeah. Went for a little jogger poo.
Was it scenic and beautiful, or was it like windy and unpleasant?
Windy and unpleasant. I was also like 14. So, like at what age are you able to start caring about things? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
like I think people realize like this version that we're looking at of the Golden Gate Bridge is probably close to the best that the Golden Gate Bridge could get. Because the reality of just being on a bridge that's a mile and a half long, It's just loud and windy and kind of
Wow.
scary. You're suspended above water. It's like it's kind of terrifying in a way.
All of these things are absolutely fantastic pieces of information.
So yeah. So you've asked if I've crossed the Golden Gate Bridge, but Melinda has gone under the Golden Gate Bridge on a bay cruise ship. Pretty sweet.
That's pretty cool.
That must mean that's a pretty tall bridge.
Of words that are used commonly, do you think bay has gone through one of the most interesting rebrands in the last decade?
Bay?
Yeah, how often do you use the word bay to refer to a sea, like a body of water versus like someone that you're dating?
I think the term bay has outlasted the trendy term bay. They're also spelled differently.
They are spelled differently, but phonetically.
Phonetically, they are the same, but I feel like with context, it'd be a weird situation to mix those two up.
It's a homophone.
Like I'm going down to see the bay.
It kind of works.
It's like what? It's like saying I'm going down to see the girlfriend.
People say that actually. I think it's actually a thing people say. What are you doing tonight?
Yeah.
What are you doing tonight? Oh, I'm making dinner with the girlfriend.
Yeah.
Because you would say I'm going to go make dinner with the old lady. That's a phrase people say. I don't know if it's very correct anymore to say that, but I have heard that before.
It's kind of a buster thing to say a little bit.
It's an absolute buster thing to say.
Yeah. It's bordering on goober talk, If you see a guy who's going, I'm going to get dinner with the old lady. That's Buster McGoober talk.
Yeah, dude. You're no longer in San Francisco at that point. You're in Gooberville, United States.
That's Goober
Population 1. We're at Dave and Buster's.
Goofy Goober. Dave.
See, Christian Gonzalez says the girlfriend. So
maybe I'm wrong.
Well, it's like the understood you.
It's true.
I've
never experienced that, but I'm sure it's nice.
When I was in elementary school and they taught us about the understood you, that took me a long time. Like it was like the understood you was to like 6 years, like 7, 8-year-old Kyle, what like oxygen was to 4-year-old Kyle. Like when my mom was like, oxygen is everywhere and you need it to survive, but you can't see it. I was just like, I was shocked.
It's a pretty remarkable thing to think about, even now.
And the understood you, it's understood, but it is not seen. It is used almost emphatically, but you'll never see it. And it's crazy.
Oh, thank you for that.
Yeah.
The understood you.
The understood you. Also, understood you is a great name for something that we do in our product.
It's true. I won't lie to you. I was never taught about the understood you.
Really?
I don't think I've actually heard anyone ever say anything about it besides you.
I say it pretty often. Like, so for example, if I said, go clean the dishwasher, the understood you is present.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't say you go do that.
You could.
But I wouldn't. But you know what I mean, though. Like I wouldn't say that.
If we were in a group of people and you needed to specify who needed to do something, then you could call that the misunderstood you, because I don't know who you're talking about.
that is fair. Also, misunderstood you is the variant of the journal where you is an angsty teenager.
ACT, trying to start a rock band.
Yeah.
Locked in the room, posters on the wall. You get the
Misunderstood you.
Yeah. No one will ever understand.
Yeah.
Nicole says she never heard of it. I kind of feel like this was just something that your teacher said to you that they came up with.
It was in the textbook.
Oh, okay.
But you also never diagram sentences, right?
Oh yeah. We have gone over this a lot, and I certainly got a worse education than you do. without question. I'm also from a different place. So yeah. I think my teachers cut a few corners here and there.
You know, Kara has a really good point. The shadow is the misunderstood you.
Ooh. Fantastic.
Heidi is an English teacher and says the understood you is absolutely a thing. So
that's good. I'm glad we have an English teacher in here to confirm.
Yeah, because
I love it.
I'm not to be trusted. Okay. So if you could go anywhere on the planet right now and spend 5 minutes there, where would you go? 5 minutes. You can only go there for 5 minutes on the planet.
Anywhere on the planet?
Anywhere on the planet for 5 minutes.
Can I take anything from there?
Nope.
Okay, so I'm just literally just there.
You're there.
Am I protected from extreme conditions?
Yes.
Or am I dressed like I am now?
You cannot die. And you will teleport back after 5 minutes.
Can I feel pain or discomfort?
You can feel pain, discomfort, and pleasure.
Okay. So my initial thought, my gut reaction was to say the top of Mount Everest, because I think it'd be kind of cool.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know why it's my first thought. What a weird thing. My second thought was the bottom of the Marianas Trench. Highest. Kind of cool. But obviously probably massive discomfort, could be some pain. Well, it's a lot of pressure to have that much water on top of you.
Yeah.
It has to be on the planet.
Yeah.
Can I be in space?
No, that's not on the planet.
I don't know.
Can that be on the planet? Yes. Can it be off the planet? No.
Could it be in an airplane?
You could be in an airplane. I don't know why you'd be.
What? No, I call out. That's not on the planet.
Because you're in the atmosphere.
Nope. Flag on the play.
You have to be within. You have to be within the Earth's, the Earth's layers.
Team up. Team up. Got to be in a blimp.
Sure.
In space.
You have to be within one of the rings, one of the layers of the.
So now I can't be in space blimp.
Yeah, no space blimp.
Okay. Can I choose someone to be there with me?
Maybe.
I guess I just have to go to their place. Like if I wanted to hang out with I don't know, Viggo Mortensen, the actor who played Aragorn.
Okay.
Can I teleport to his house and hang out with him?
Sure. And he's down to hang out.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. Am I welcome company if I show up somewhere? Okay. Yeah. I would debate that. I would also, I mean, this is probably gonna get me in trouble. I kind of want to go to North Korea for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I just want to see it.
Yes.
I just want to see it. I want to walk around. I get captured. They handcuff me, and then I'm back.
Yeah.
Teleport back to where and they're like, who is that?
Yeah.
It would be extremely selfish and kind of cool, but yeah. Got kind of fun. What about you? I haven't asked you.
I have two.
Okay.
One of them is inside of the tombs in the pyramids.
Oh, okay.
Because I mean, aliens definitely built those. You know what I mean?
No.
And there are like secret passageways inside of the pyramids that people have never been in because they're toxic because like the mercury levels or something like that.
Okay. But do you think 5 minutes is enough time to really? Because it's also pitch black, right?
Well, if you get to spend consensual time with Aragorn, I get to have a flashlight.
Okay, you can have a flashlight. Consensual time with Aragorn. All right, you can have a flashlight.
Or I would go to Area 51.
But then, like what I'm talking about? Area 51 is actually that's a good answer. That's a really good answer. The bottom of the pyramid was so weird to me because what are you gonna do in there?
I'm telling you, you get to see something that no one's ever been.
But then what?
Then you get to go back and you're like, I was in the place that no one's ever been. And I'll tell you what's in there.
Okay. But they're like, how did you get in there? You're like, well, I don't really know. They go, which pyramid were you in? You're like, I no idea. At least Area 51, you kind of know where it is. That's okay, whatever. That's fair. Hey, you didn't dunk on mine. I'm not gonna dunk on yours.
I'm just saying some of the biggest question marks on our planet deal with those pyramids. I want to get to the bottom of it.
That's fair. Okay.
And if I had 5 minutes to figure that out, I would do it.
To answer one of the most mysterious mysteries in human existence.
It's true. I mean, Carl's a good point. I would have to be specific about the Area 51 thing because it could be a genie in a bottle situation where I don't be specific enough and they just put me in the desert for 5 minutes.
That's a great point. It's a great point. Chernobyl is a great answer here. Chernobyl's really cool.
It's like but like I feel like people live near Chernobyl, you know?
Mm-mm.
Well, they live as near to it as you can be. Like, what are you going to find out about Chernobyl when you're there?
We just get to see it.
But like, we have nuclear power plants in Washington. You can go to a nuclear power plant whenever you want.
Yeah, but it's like a dilapidated, like dead town. You know,
Mm.
it'd be kind of cool. It'd be spooky. You know,
I can imagine the spookness.
this is a good question. I like this. Where did you get this question?
I just sat here and I was thinking about it.
Oh, okay.
Well, if you think about it's really interesting, right? Because you can get to the root of a lot of people's core values, right? Because like I'm sure there are people who would say, I want to be sitting on top of the Golden Gate Bridge for 5 minutes and just enjoy the scenery, right? It's like I want to see the most pretty thing in the world. There's some people who are going to use their 5 minutes to get to know someone they've always looked up to and idolized. Some people are going to use their 5 minutes to learn secrets of the universe. Some people are going to use their 5 minutes to have a thrill they would never have, such as like, what if someone was like, I want to go 5 minutes up into the air, into the atmosphere, and just drop, and then just teleport back, right? So people they all have their different things. So it's just, I think that you get to really see what people value. So is a hot dog a sandwich?
I don't know.
I feel like you hate this question.
Is jelly a condiment?
Ooh. Big jam.
I knew I could get it out of you. Oh man.
So what do you think? What do you think is something that is controversial but no one's talking about? Like we all just like let it go by daily, and like no one's like you're like is anyone seeing this thing that like everyone just acts like it's normal?
Honestly, airplanes.
Yeah, dude, airplanes are crazy.
Airplanes are insane. It's like it's something out of like a Greek myth. Like the fact that, and you know, I feel like everyone who's alive these days, like no one is old enough to have seen the first flight. Maybe I'm wrong about this, but it's like they just are, and it's like they're amazing for many reasons. The logistics of just being able to go to a local place and now you're across the country, or you're in a different, you're a different country or whatever. That's one thing. Another part of it is we're all just like sitting in a metal tube in a chair in the sky. People are serving us drinks. We're hurling through the sky at 500 miles an hour.
Yeah.
That is crazy talk to me. And it's just another day.
There's 2 layers
of planes in the air. It's like, it's crazy. So
there's more layers to this. So one layer is that how did capitalism make flying a class system so fast? Like we went from like, I wonder if I can in the air go from here to there, to like, I'm gonna go up in the air, but I'm still better than you. And I'm gonna sit up here and you're gonna sit over there. You know what I mean? Like,
talking about like first class and
yeah.
but
Like,
I think it came from trains, you know.
oh, you think they just took the train model?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm assuming, you know,
So do you think they like listen to Drops of Jupiter?
long metal tube on ground, long metal tube in sky.
That does make sense.
Doesn't
I guess
make
that makes a lot of sense.
kind of makes sense. But
And the other thing is that there's rules about the air. You know what I mean? It's like if there's like international water, like discrepancies in the law, like who owns the water, there should be a who owns the air.
there is like airspace.
But like I feel like airspace is more owned than like the ocean.
Yeah. You
Like how many times does a plane go into like a non like governed airspace?
I mean, well, you know, I know, I definitely know it doesn't really, we don't really experience it here, but definitely in like Asia and Europe, there's a lot of flight paths that are super inconvenient because of restricted airspace. Or like even like flying over I want to say it's like Tibet, I think. Like it's not allowed. So there's like certain flights you have to go all the way around and take this much longer detour. A lot of it's weather patterns and stuff too. But anyway, yeah. But
yeah,
hey, that's my answer. Airplanes are like they're so normalized. They're in movies. It's like everyone's been in an airplane. Maybe not everyone, but you know, the fact that they exist is like it's one of the most amazing things I can think of.
I don't think birds are real, by the way.
God, so just so we're keeping score, Kyle thinks the pyramids were built by aliens, and also, birds are not real.
Yes.
Got it.
Government drones, my boy. How is it? How is it that if any other animal touches a live electric cable, they die? But birds touch it and they just vibe.
That's not true. That's not true.
Tell you they're charging. Dude, they're charging up there.
I'm pretty sure, I don't know much about power lines. I'm pretty sure that the live wire, the top one, the highest one is the dangerous one. And birds know not to land on it.
I don't know.
I think. Could be wrong about that. I've seen videos, unfortunately, of like birds landing on it and they die immediately. They get zapped. So
Do they like
maybe they malfunctioned and overcharged, or their battery, you know, overheated or something. Yeah, what about penguins?
Penguins? I think penguins are proof that other birds aren't real.
What about ostriches?
I think that flightless birds are proof that other birds aren't real.
I mean, like an ostrich is the hardest possible version. Like a little canary or something. I could see that being a drone. An ostrich? That's so different. That's much harder to make.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I think that flightless birds are an example of what they tried to make the drone birds out of. You know what I mean? They were like, okay, we can run with this. We can run with this design.
Why stop with ostriches? Why not just say cheetahs are also drones? Rhinos.
Why would the government make cheetah drones?
They're the fastest animal.
Yeah, but you don't see cheetahs very often. And if you do, you're gonna die. Like, why would the government make drones that kill people?
They're fast. I mean, did you just ask why would the government make drones that kill people?
Yeah, like
that's a terrible question.
Well, obviously they make drones that kill like other people, but like, why would they make drones that kill their own people?
I don't know, but I'm quoting you on that from here on out. Why would the government make drones that kill people? Like, Kyle, you're not gonna like what we've already been doing for a long time.
Oh no.
Yeah. Anyway, now we're getting all political.
Seriously, I will say James G makes a great point that ducks are OP, dude. They can swim, they can fly, they can walk,
Mm. Okay. Yep.
they quack, dude.
Ducks are freaking awesome. I will say that. I like the way ducks sleep, dude. They sleep on one foot.
Really?
Yeah, never seen a sleeping duck. Never seen a sitting duck before.
Is that why the phrase like a sleeping duck? Is that why the people say that?
I actually don't know. I don't know if they sleep or they just hang out like that, but I've definitely seen ducks on like one foot and they just like balance there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Um,
A lot of birds they sleep, a lot of animals actually, but mostly birds sleep like half of their brain can go to sleep and the other half can stay awake.
you know why?
Why?
Because they're computers. Would you rather?
That's such a lazy because computer. Oh, all right.
Would you rather fight a bear to the death with any weapon aside from a gun, any handheld weapon, or every time you get in your car you have to fight a duck to the death?
I can't fight a bear to the death.
You have to do it once.
Yeah, I can't wait. I have to kill a bear.
You have like a sword, you know, like you have like
Still, it's a bear. Dude, a bear is like 1,200 pounds.
so.
I can't even think of a weapon I could have that's not maybe the high-powered rifle that I would feel confident fighting a bear.
What about a harpoon gun? You think a harpoon gun does the trick?
No. Not unless I get a lucky shot. I'm not very well versed with harpoon guns.
So you're fighting a duck every time you get in your car to the
I
death.
don't have a car, so yeah.
But I mean, if in this scenario you have a car for the rest of your life, every time you get in your car, you have to kill a duck.
Yeah. Sorry. I'd rather kill a duck.
That's a lot of ducks. Like imagine, right? So it's like,
But you can get used to killing a duck.
but think about it this way:
You're
you
not
have to
walking
bring a
away
change of
from a
clothes
bear.
everywhere you go.
What?
You have to bring a change of clothes everywhere you go.
I don't think so. I think you got really good at it. I don't think you would. Especially you got the jump on the duck.
That's the thing. The duck always gets the jump. He's already in the car. He's already in the car.
Now we're changing it.
No, he's already in the car. He's ready for you.
Is the bear ready for me?
Potentially.
Here's what I'm saying, dude. I also saw hopefully I'm allowed to say this word on this live stream. Ooh. Saw Cocaine Bear last weekend, and it reminded me of just how absolute apex predator a bear is, even though it's a wildly dramatized movie about nonsense. But I was reminded that I was like, man, bears are terrifying. Running into a bear in the wilderness is one of the scariest things that can happen to you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't mess with bears. I have no confidence. If a bear wanted to attack me, I'd try to be brave, but in the back of my head, I'm thinking of my funeral. Who's going to show up?
Yeah.
So.
But think about it this way. Think about like you only need one moment of greatness to kill a bear. But like the duck, dude, that duck is gonna be there every time your door closes. Like if you got your car, you killed the duck, and then you're like, I forgot my key, I forgot my wallet. You have to get out of your car and you have to get back in your car and kill another duck.
I'd still do that over fighting a bear.
I will say you would never have to go grocery shopping again because you would always have duck meat on lock.
Right. I wouldn't have to buy it from the store anymore. I'd always have foie gras.
Foie gras.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a pretty silly question. It's so assumptive to think you could even come close to walking out alive from fighting a bear. Yeah.
I
And
don't
Jake,
know, man. I feel like there is a melee weapon we're not talking about.
a lightsaber. Yeah. You want the truth? You need a lightsaber.
That's it.
And even then, dude, even with a lightsaber, I don't even know if you're gonna be able to do it.
Okay.
I don't think you
you think that a bear kills you when you have a lightsaber?
I don't think it's 100% chance of success. I'm saying that. I think you definitely have a much better chance of surviving, but it's probably a 20 or 30% chance. You might get like a stab on it. You could cut off one of its paws and it would still kill you. It would still mess you up pretty bad.
Yeah.
How much do you weigh?
I don't know. 190.
What kind of bear?
Let's do a brown bear.
Like a grizzly bear?
A little Grizzly Adams.
Is a brown bear a grizzly bear or are they different?
Yeah, that's a good question. Because I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know the answer to that.
Very large bears can measure almost 9 feet tall when standing on their hind legs. Weight ranges, listen to this, 200 to 1,000 pounds. That's a massive range.
I could kill a 200-pound bear.
Depending on sex, location, and season, average lifespan is 15 to 25 years. Let's just say the bear is 500 pounds.
Okay. So a medium-sized bear.
I shouldn't be looking this up. I still don't even think you could do anything.
I don't know, man. I mean, Christian brought up a good point. What about a chainsaw?
Oh. No. Hey, guess how fast a brown bear can run?
28 miles an hour. 47 miles an
No, 35.
hour.
35 miles an hour.
But that's like at full speed. They're not like moving. They're not like, they're not.
Yeah, so
You're acting like grizzly bears are like the most like nimble and agile creatures on the planet.
okay, so you juke it out once. Now what? Now it turns around. You run in a circle.
just chainsaw to the back. I'm
Dude.
fucking. Oh,
I don't think you realize how thick,
think so?
Dude, like if you had a handgun against a bear, you probably won't survive.
But like, if bears were this dominant, then humans wouldn't be alive. Like the bears would like have killed everybody.
I don't know about that, but I don't think bears like confrontation. I don't think they go around looking for people to, fight. Yeah.
I mean, you're probably right. I was somebody who I was like, I probably picked the duck for practical reasons.
I applaud your confidence. I do. This is kind of like your Shaq thing a little bit.
The Shaq thing was a bit of a stretch. I will say, when I said that, Shaq was not. He's gotten in really good shape since then.
Kyle, it doesn't matter, man.
It doesn't matter. I mean, you're right.
He can beat you in a wheelchair, dude. I'm telling you, man, it's not even in your wildest dreams possible. I saw a video of Shaq DJing today, and I laughed because I was like, I don't know why Kyle ever even thought. I think you maybe misjudge large things, the dominating power of Shaq is a bear of a human being. So,
think Shaq could kill a bear
no,
with a lightsaber?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I guess you can make the argument he has more reach. That's farther away from his heart and vital organs with his arms being so long. It's fair, But if a bear stands up, it's still 2 feet taller than Shaq.
What if you have the sharpest sword of all time?
No.
All right.
All right. This is a very in-depth conversation. Anyway, for context, Kyle thought he could beat Shaq one-on-one.
No. That's not what I said.
Okay.
I said I think I could score 3 out of 5 times if he was playing defense and I was playing offense.
Which I think is actually harder than beating him one-on-one, by the way.
No, because there's no way I could ever stop him on offense. He would just like that there's not even an argument. Like, what are we talking about there? Obviously on defense I can't do anything.
So why do you think it would be different on if you're on offense?
Because I have somewhat of an advantage from a speed perspective. Not a big one, but I have somewhat of an advantage. Like, I have something going for me.
Why do you think you're faster than Shaq?
Because he's massive.
Exactly. He covers more ground than you.
But like size disadvantages are a thing, like in basketball. Like, the bigger you are, the harder it is for you to move laterally. Because you're moving so much more body.
Right.
But for me, I'm a tiny human being. I can move side to side pretty freely. So it's like I am gonna be like laterally faster than Shaq.
But it doesn't matter because he is covering more ground than you. One of his steps is 2 of your steps.
Hey, I'm telling you, I don't believe in it as much as I did before. I told you my biggest thing was I thought I could make 3 35-footers.
Yeah, but then you're not even playing Shaq. You're just shooting 35-footers.
Yeah.
Even then,
he wants to come guard me at 35 feet. Then I have more space to move. And I think I'm laterally faster, so I can get there faster.
I applaud your confidence.
That was my only logic. I don't think it's that many more. I've slowed down like 6 or 7 steps in the last 2 years. So that doesn't help.
Yeah.
And this argument's now 3 years old, by the way. I want you to know that.
It's one of my favorites because it's preposterous. And I love the thought. And my strongest point that I think I said to you about this is I don't think you understand how big Shaq is.
I know.
And you're like, oh, you're like, I have tall friends who like play basketball overseas. And I'm like, you don't get it. Shaq is the kind of big that if you were eating at a restaurant and he walked in, everything would stop. Everyone would stop what they're doing. It's like it'd be like a group trauma. It would be like watching a bear walk into the restaurant is what it would be like.
Oh, it's not trauma. You always bring up the trauma thing.
It is like it's traumatic. It's like you sink back into your childhood state because you feel like a child because there's someone so much bigger than you walking into your life.
Dude, I mean, we were at a basketball game in LA and Jusuf Nurkic was playing. And Jusuf Nurkic is 7'1", 290.
Yeah.
He is like the same. He's probably a tiny bit smaller than Shaq, but he is like as close to somebody who is the size of Shaq that is like, and he's big for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm not terrified by his presence.
I think if you were in front of him and you're on ground level with him, I think you would change your tune a little bit. I think you go, whoa, what, how?
I know they're big. I know they're big.
Like, I don't know if you like, because it's not just him.
I've been around a 7-footer before.
It's him with his arms out.
He's big. We get it. We know.
You're not gonna get around him. That's what I'm saying, man.
I want the record to show that I had a basketball game on Wednesday.
You'd have a good basketball game in your men's league.
Yeah. And I shot 4 for 6 from 3. So
it was Shaq on the other team.
Yeah.
He was there. Mm-hmm. Anyway, okay.
You know what time it is?
It's brag clock.
It is brag clock.
Today really got away from us. I'll tell you that much.
It did. It did. We rekindled some previous arguments that you and I have had, and we've created new ones.
Kind of like an old married couple. We just kind of rehash these old arguments that we have.
Yeah. And apparently, I don't respect bears in the way that I should.
No, but you demand. You have confidence, and I think that that's admirable. Because I will say this: you're definitely not going to kill a bear if you don't feel like you can.
It's true. Here's my thing. If I'm in the situation, I have to believe I can do something.
Right.
Because it's like, okay, now I'm gonna die, and I don't know I'm gonna do what I don't think I can do what I'm. It just doesn't work.
Right. I like this because I think that your sense of confidence is similar to when I say I can get up and run a marathon at any point.
It's fair. That
the
makes a lot of
same-
sense.
It's the same delusional confidence that gets you far enough into it that you actually might be able to pull it off.
But here's my thing about the whole situation.
Yeah.
Is that I'm closer to basketball than you are running to running. So I have a better understanding of like what it takes to run a marathon
Yeah.
than you do than the gap that you understand basketball that I understand basketball for the whole Shaq thing.
No, your skill gap of basketball versus Shaq's skill gap, my skill gap of running versus your skill gap is not even close.
No, I'm not, because we're not competing in the marathon. What I'm saying is I understand what it takes to do a marathon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So when I'm like arguing against you that you couldn't do it, it's because I know what it takes to do that. But
Yeah.
you and I have played the same amount of basketball. So we have an even amount of information about basketball, is what I'm saying.
Right. But it's, I think me not knowing what it takes to run a marathon would actually benefit me in this, but you're playing basketball against one of the greatest basketball players of all time.
I mean, you're not wrong. I told you.
you.
I've recanted my stance. I
Okay.
feel like I have to protect myself, but I have recanted.
That's fair.
We brought it back up for the sake of the argument.
Flatawad asks, how much prep time does the bear get? And I think that's actually a really good question here.
I think the Bears caught off guard. I think that's the only way that you have a chance.
Does the bear know you have a lightsaber, maybe? Does the bear know what a lightsaber is? Does the bear get to choose a weapon? Does a shootout with a bear? I think I'd have a really good chance at that.
Because if the bear had a lightsaber, that would be Yodi Bear. You weren't ready for that one. I know that. I know you weren't ready for that one.
No, I still don't feel like I was ready for it. It's like a Yogi Berra reference. Is that what that was?
It was a Yogi Bear reference,
but for Yoda.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I think it's time that we should stop talking about our original thoughts and we should read other people's brags.
I agree. Do you want to do YouTube or do you want to do the great land of Facebook?
Well, we don't have a thread up for Facebook yet, do we?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, we do?
Oh yeah.
Oh, there it is. Let me pull it up. I can do Facebook today.
Cool. Cheyenne on YouTube said, I recently finished my third round of medical research. I'm helping with a research project helping individuals who are infertile. That's amazing, Cheyenne.
Shauna Morrison on Facebook said, after today, I have successfully completed screen-free week with my kids. Wow. No TV, no iPad, no computer for them. That is actually a huge brag. And I'm curious to see the effects. Shauna, what has it been like? That's a good brag.
Yeah. You forgot Cody.
Well, Shauna is above mine on Cody.
Really? Oh, it's vice versa for me. Sorry, that's on me. I apologize. Ollie said, I was finally able to do an entire running class without skipping any exercises. I'm proud of myself. I might just run at a 5K in a few months. That's awesome.
Super cool. Cody said, my girlfriend and I got a new cat. She's a beautiful black fluffy cat.
Love that.
Also, Cody has a little badge. He has a 1-year badge. He's been a Facebook follower for 1 year. I think that's what that means. So
yeah. Oh yeah. Rachel said, I just literally the meeting ended 15 minutes ago. Launched my company's first mentorship program. It's about 6 months in the making, so I'm finally letting myself take a breath.
Wow.
I love that.
Congratulations. That's incredible.
There's big ships and old ships, but mentorship is the best ship.
That's what that saying is. Melissa Hoyt said, I have a job interview on Wednesday for a job I applied for 7 weeks ago. Wow. I was so nervous it wouldn't happen because it was taking so long. Prayers appreciated. Well, I'm really glad. And I hope that you are offered the job. Congratulations, Melissa.
Kara said, got my Mines of Moria Conqueror medal. Am slaying unwanted health quests, 750-day Duolingo Swedish streak.
Wow.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen. Janet said, I organized and decluttered our games and now have only half a closet and a basket full. That's got to feel good. Nothing like organizing your game closet.
I was going to say something, but I don't remember what it was. Christian said, I turned 20 and I got nominated for a short film I did at a film festival. That's so cool.
This one's really good. Jamie on Facebook said, after unexpectedly losing my job on Valentine's Day, I was extended an offer for a much better job today, which is fantastic because that's what it's like to be on a journey. Sometimes you lose a thing that was comfortable and you thought was good, and then there's something better just waiting for you. I'm glad to hear this. Great, Brad.
Yeah, it's very hero's journey.
It is.
Melanie said, I finally met with dietitian to help with meal planning. I also scheduled a resting metabolism rate test to determine my caloric need.
Fantastic.
That's awesome.
James Calderon said, I got to hang out with Nick in person. I can confirm this is true. I hung out with James. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago at a local bookstore here, and it was great. It was a lot of fun. James is a great guy.
Yeah.
We live in the same place.
My brag is I get to hang out with Nick tomorrow.
That's true. Yeah, you guys might see us on the same screen a week from today because we will be in the same place. And who knows, maybe we'll hang out with James Calderon. That'd be kind of cool.
Queen, I have to steal you some from Facebook because we're all out on YouTube. The Tubi. Queen said, got a 96 on chapter 14 practice exam, slowly going along, almost to the finish line. Keep pushing. That's amazing. I love to hear that.
Chelsea said, teaching myself to code. It's fantastic. Great brag. I think James said his comment twice.
All right, now I'm jumping back over to YouTube. Serena said, I finally got 50-50 custody of my son after years of going to court. Congratulations. That is a long, arduous journey, but I'm sure you're happy that you did it now.
Christy said, I survived the week, played some of a new video game, and got a massage and a super soft, fuzzy robe. Nothing like a new robe, man. A robe is such an unnecessary but pleasant piece of clothing. Good for you. That's a great brag.
Stacey said, I survived a stupid, crazy week of work. Crazy because of stupid stuff. That is. Well, survived a week. Now we get to the weekend.
Will said, 5 books in a month, and I don't usually read. Congratulations, Will. I want to hear what the best book is.
I'm reading Chelsea's on Facebook. Shoot, I forgot to say I am starting to write for a gaming website, and I have my first article coming out in the next couple of days. That's so awesome. I frequently find myself reading gaming articles, so that's pretty cool.
Yara said, I hurt my hand and wrist at the beginning of the year. I have been on modified duty at work ever since. Finally going to see my specialist on Monday, hoping to get cleared to go back to taking photos at my job. Really glad to hear that, Kiara, and hopefully you get back to be able to take in photos soon. That's a bummer.
Can you finish out the last couple? I'm gonna get the wheel of names set up.
I can. Nicole Davis on Facebook said, I have set up a new intake appointment with a new PCP after mine quit without notice. Uh-oh. This one specializes in people with chronic illness. Well, I hope the appointment goes well. Glad to hear that you have a new person for that. Elizabeth said, I put together a giant IKEA wardrobe all by myself. Congratulations, Elizabeth. As we all know, sometimes IKEA furniture, difficult to put together.
Not as easy as you think it is.
And Will Coach recommends Remarkably Bright Creatures. Said he was the best all caps book that was read last month. But now, The moment you've all been waiting for. The time where we give away a free journal on today's edition of Free Journal Friday.
Come in ready.
I'm ready. Sorry. I can never tell when it actually starts spinning.
It's spinning.
You have 90 seconds to claim your free journal once this lands on your name. And the winner is
Jennifer Lamphere.
Lamphere. Jennifer Lamphere, you have got just about 90 seconds to claim your free journal. The way that you claim it is you just say something in the comments. It can be anything. It can be, oh boy, oh wow, here we go. Or it can be huzzah.
It can be yabba dabba doo.
Yeah, but it could be yeehaw.
It could be how we doing.
It could be yippee-ki-yay.
It could be yeah, that's me. That's a Mario.
It could be shoo.
It could be oh yeah, that's me right there. That's me.
Oh yeah. It could be pick me. I've been waiting this whole time. Here we go.
Oh man, I love getting free journals.
Oh yeah. 30 seconds. You have 30 seconds, Jennifer.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Could be on YouTube, could be on Facebook.
Could be on the Facebook, could be on the YouTube.
Oh yeah. We're just waiting around. We might have to roll. We have to spin this wheel once more.
Oh yeah. You can even say a oh yeah.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh,
All right, we're spinning again. Spin the wheel.
Jennifer, I'm so sorry.
All right. If your name is Mackenzie Robichud, who we know all too well, go on and give us a how we doing, how we living, how is it all going?
Okay. Mackenzie Robichud is the new and rightful winner of Free Journal Friday, but will the free journal be claimed or will we have to spin? There we go.
There we go.
To Mackenzie, the winner of Free Journal Friday. And Mackenzie, I believe you won before. So you know the drill. Email support@theheroesjournal.co with the journal you would like to receive from us. We will gladly send it to you at our earliest possible convenience.
I don't think it's our convenience, right? I guess it is.
At everyone's earliest possible convenience.
Well, hey. Sometimes the week says how we doing. I don't know what I was going with that. I kind of got stuck with like weird character that we just had going there for a little bit.
I'm pretty sure I blacked out for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah. Where am I?
Yeah, sometimes the live streams they get loopy. It's been a long
but hey, we were all here today. And that matters.
And if you spend time with us today, if you put up with our random ranting, even if you're just here for 5 minutes, we appreciate you showing up. It means a lot to us. For a company that sells journals, it's pretty cool that we can live stream and talk about pretty much whatever we want. And give away a free journal. So that makes our lives a lot more enjoyable, a lot more fun. And we'll see you next week. And remember, you're going to quest.
Quest happen.